Good afternoon. So I am, this is my channel, my direct view is what it's called. Um, Hopefully everyone out there is doing okay. So I'm just beginning this adventure. I made a few videos already and just sharing my views on what's going on in the world. Mostly the United States, but also things going on over in Russia, Ukraine, unfortunately. So I posted a live video yesterday, but for some reason it uh, did not go through, and I'm not sure why. I'm still working on the technical aspects of all this, so yeah, it's a learning process. But anyway, my video yesterday was about Hurricane Ian and the damage that it afflicted on Southwest Florida. I really feel sorry for the people in Fort Myers area, Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte. It's just Naples. I know Fort Myers, they received the brunt of it. Um, and I also wanted to comment on I saw some people were making fun of the Weather Channel reporting, and I don't think that's funny at all. They're doing their best. First of all, they're not making anything up. It's really asinine to think that they are. I don't know where your head is, but maybe in your ass. But anyway, sorry about that. It's just frustrating me. The Weather Channel's not there to do anything other than try to inform people of what's going on and how bad the storm is. And, you shouldn't be out in it. You should be seeking shelter. That's what their job is. That's what they do. It's pretty simple. It's black and white. But anyway, I don't want to get too far off. Um, but Hurricane Ian really has devastated that area. And this morning they just said that the National Guard is flying over the electrical workers to try to help restore power on Sanibel and Captiva Islands, and also I think it's Pine Island as well. Those people should evacuate, get them out of there. I think I saw where they evacuated 1,000 off Sanibel so far. Uh, and they're finding, bodies and cars and so forth, not just on Sanibel, but other areas. And what my video yesterday was about was it was about Hurricane Ian. It was about the evacuation process. There's been stuff going around on the internet and the news about how Lee County did not evacuate or did not issue the evacuation orders quick enough. I believe it was like 24 hours. They issued them on Tuesday, and the hurricane hit on Wednesday. I believe that was it. So, and other counties around them issued them the day before, I guess Monday. But the hurricane was all over the board there. It was going all the way up to Tallahassee. It was going to Miami at first. It's not an exact science. So the National Hurricane Center, if they're doing the best they can. If you think you can do it better, then set up your own hurricane center. It's ridiculous. Uh, these people are scientists. They know what they're talking about, and it's very difficult to predict the weather exactly. So what I wanted to say is that when it's that close, pretty sure it's going to strike somewhere on the the west coast of Florida. So anywhere from Tallahassee all the way down. So it makes sense to me that all coastal communities, the A and Bs in Florida on the west coast, should evacuate. It's pretty simple. Um, so, and that would save lives. Close some schools, open up shelters, people evacuate, and not all of them are going to. Um, you know. my daughter lives down in Tampa, and I told her to get the hell out of there, and I'm hoping to move down there. So I'm trying to. Um, I was just down there, and so anyway, in the future, I'm hoping to move down there in not too long. But anyway, she lives down there, and I told her to get the hell out of there. So Tampa was in the bullseye there for a while, and she does not live in a flood area. She's not in A or B. She's not coastal. She lives in North Tampa, so she was safe from the storm surge and flooding. She was safe. She does not live in a flood zone. The wind I was concerned about, the 150 mile an hour, Cat 4, Cat 5, hurricane could rip her roof off and she get hurt. So my concern was her safety. Um, and I was scared and I was kind of angry that she wouldn't leave. I was going to get her a hotel. I looked at Orlando. Thank God I didn't send her to Orlando because of all the flooding. But I also looked at Port St. Lucie on the East Coast, and it did not suffer any damage. Also, would have been a safe place for her. She would have been safe there. But anything can happen. The hurricanes are unpredictable. When you look at the cone that they show on the Weather Channel or any CNN or whatever, when you look at that cone, I believe that's put out by the Hurricane Center. It's an approximate. It's not an exact science. So anywhere in that cone, the center, which is the worst part of the storm, it's got the highest wind, it's going to do the most destruction. You don't want to be anywhere near the center. Um, that's just a guess. It's an educated guess based on all the information they have. In that cone, it's going to be the center, most likely. But a third of the time, the center is not in that cone. So it could go anywhere a third of the time. That's 30% of the time, it's not going to be in the cone. So, based on that, and you should evacuate A and B all the way up and down the coast. You open up some schools, tell A and B, coastal communities, flood areas, evacuate. To me, I don't understand why they don't already do that. Um, when it's going to be that close. So, it went from Tampa being right in the bullseye to um it moved down, it moved up, um and it moved down and then it kept on moving down and finally actually the European it ended up going right over Sanibel into Fort Myer. But the European model was pretty darn accurate the whole time. They never changed right there. I think they predicted Tampa though, or in that area from Tampa down. So, if you went from Tampa all the way down to Naples and just say everybody in those, let me see here, how many counties would that be? I got that on my info here. Let's see. We got Hillsborough County, Pinellas, Manatee, Sarasota, Charlotte, and Lee, and Collier. Naples and Collier. So those six counties, everybody there in A and B, evacuate, get away from the coast. And how many lives would we have saved? Well, most of them drowned. I believe the coroner last article I read was coroner said most of them drowned. So that would be from storm surge or, you know. So those six counties just evacuate everybody. I know Hillsborough did, where Tampa is. They evacuated everybody in A and B, and it didn't even hit there. And that's great. That's great. My daughter did say that there was a tree down on our street, blocking the road. So, fortunately for her, and she was very lucky, and I was praying for her that Tampa did not get hit. But anyway, it's my heart. I would like to go down and help out down there. I really would. I'm not sure how I would do that. I can't just jump in the car and go on down and help. I can't do that. So I don't know. It just seems I don't. I'm not necessarily. I don't know that it would have helped anybody in Lee County to have. issued those orders on a Monday instead of a Tuesday the day before, 24 hours later. I don't know if that would have made a big difference or not. Possibly, I don't know. I haven't heard any stories of people who said that they received the notice too late and they couldn't get out. So they had 24 hours. They could have drove out. They could have drove inland, away from the coast. Um, Now, as far as evacuating Sanibel, I don't know how many of those people couldn't get off Captiva, Sanibel, and Pine Island. I don't know how many of those people could not get off because of the late evacuation orders. I haven't heard any stories about that though, that they couldn't get off. So I think the people that were able to leave left, or wanted to leave left. So anyway, I don't want to that keeps on popping up and I don't want to, you know, put any blame on the county council or Fort Mile or whoever issues those orders, evacuation orders. I believe it's county officials. So Lee County officials. I don't know that that would have made a difference. It really, doesn't sound like it would have, but it's possible. I don't know. But why they were a day later than the surrounding um, counties like Charlotte and Soda and Sarasota and Manatee, I don't know. But the evacuations went all the way up to Pinellas and Hillsborough. So if it's that close off the coast, just issue the orders. I mean, there's no point in delaying those orders. It doesn't make any sense. Regardless if it hits you or not. It's better to be safe than sorry. So anyway, I'll have to get back with trying to do a live YouTube video once I figure out why that did not work. So, yeah, I'm just going to talk about things that are relevant today. Um, and let me know if you guys want to give me a like or heads up or like my videos or not or any tips. So I am going to talk in my next video a little bit about Alex Jones, who I just saw a little bit about they're still in court or whatever up there. So yeah, if you can donate time, money to help the people in Florida, that would be great. I'm hoping to. I would love to. So, yeah, keep them in your prayers and pray for them. And it sounds like, there a lot of them are getting I haven't heard too much about the water situation. I think they had water pressure. They had to boil their water was the last I heard about the water. Um, in some areas. Um, the power was, coming around. They're only down to like 200,000 now, I believe, in Lee County. So the power companies sound like they're doing their job. So anyway, thanks for watching and look me up. Uh, I'll be posting videos as often as possible. So yep. Let me see here. My channel is called My Direct View. Just give me a like if you like it, and hopefully you'll see a lot more of me. Thank you.